The right choice starts with the right information. That's why McLaren offers ER wait times online. Now, if you or a loved one needs care for a non-life-threatening illness or condition, you can go online to check wait times and even check in to save your spot, all from the comfort of home. Skip the uncertainty. Know before you go. McLaren Emergency Services. Your care is our commitment. View current wait times at mclaren.org/ER.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stax 92.1. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. Correct. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up around your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show man love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is a platform for community because community knows what community needs. I would like to thank all my listeners for being here once again bright and early on this Sunday morning. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Also like to thank my followers and the readers, those who are supporting the Chronicle Media Group. Thank you so much. We would not be here without you, celebrating 39 years this year. Thank you for helping us move strong and continue to grow. Also like to thank my...
Don't forget about me.
Span.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I just totally interrupted. I apologize.
Span. See, you always got to be extra, don't you? Every time.
I'm sorry.
You're going to go sit in the corner. You're in the corner.
All right, fair enough. I got the dunce cap in the house. I'll bring it back.
So, everybody, if you listen to the show, you know that is my trusty co-host, Span, that sits to my right. He's not sitting today. He's doing, like, the equipment stuff. I don't know the technical term, like producing.
You can say producer, equipment stuff. It's all the same.
Okay.
Personal.
So he's doing stuff over here. So thank you, Span, for being here again. I appreciate you and helping us get to season 5 of the Sunday Chronicle.
Season 5. You're welcome, Yanice.
All right. So with that, I would like to introduce my special guest today. We have Mr. Hakim Crampton and Miss Greatness Brown, and they are here to talk about a few things. The Southside Festival series, in addition to some other things. So why don't I allow them to go ahead and take it away?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having us. We definitely appreciate being on the Sunday Chronicle. This is my second time here, so I feel kind of at home, home away from home.
Welcome back.
Reunion. Yeah, to my left is Miss Greatness Brown. Glad to have her with us from Honey Roasted Entertainment, The Real Greatness.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Okay, y'all. So tell me why you're here. Like, what are we here to talk? We're going to talk about the Southside Festival series. What's going on, y'all? Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us here for this. This is our 7th year in the city of Jackson, Michigan, doing the Southside Festival series, Summerfest weekend. It all started back in 2018. We had an idea and a vision to do something special for the Southside. So I came up with the idea to have a mural. And that mural was to honor and celebrate the history, the legacy, the great personalities that made up the city of Jackson. So we did a mural reveal in 2018 and showcased the mural. And in order to showcase it, we came up with the Southside Summerfest, which I borrowed that name from Milwaukee, who has a strong history of having Summerfest, Milwaukee Summerfest.
Okay.
So I borrowed that name, brought that to Jackson, and said, let's do the mural reveal and call it the Summerfest in 2019. 2020 came, COVID, and everything was shut down. But then Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, et cetera, were murdered. And everybody around the country wanted to spray paint paint their streets with Black Lives Matter. Yeah. So I went and called my friend Yosef, who designed the Southside mural, and said, we got to do it for Jackson too. Okay. So he picked the location, which is on High Street in Milwaukee, which is now Carl Breeding, and we said, let's do it. And so in order to do it, though, I said, well, since we had Summerfest last year, let's do Summerfest again while we do the spray painting. So we spray painted the road, had a Summerfest, and it turned into a continuous series, which was really aimed at bringing the community together, to support the community, to give us an institution, so to speak, because Jackson's Black community doesn't have its own cultural institutions. Okay. So this festival series became a continuous opportunity for us to develop our own coming together, our own unified institution where we would be able to celebrate our Black businesses, our Black entrepreneurs, our Black community organizations, and invite other community people there.
And it gets bigger every year, right?
Absolutely. It gets bigger every year. We've had some years bigger than others, of course. We used to do 4 festivals per summer for one day. Oh. And so last year we decided to combine those onto a whole weekend. Okay. So that's why now it's the Southside Summerfest weekend, where we have an assortment of activities. Okay. Each day has a different activity, and we can, talk about what those activities do. And Greatness is here because she's one of the hosts, she's one of the community organizers of this festival series, and she hosts one of the biggest parts of our festival. Okay, so the festival series, this is something that goes on all throughout the year, though, right? Because you have the event in the summer. And tell me about the other 2 events. Yeah, so we do the Local Authors Expo, yes, which brings together authors, entrepreneurs, writers, etc. We do that in April/May. Then we do the Summerfest weekend, and then we close out the year with the Kwanzaa dinner. Okay, very good. And Greatness, tell me a little bit about your role in Summerfest and how you got started helping Mr. Hakim here.
Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. Hakim, for giving me the platform and opportunity to be a part of Southside Summerfest. Last year, I was asked to host a fashion show. Oh, okay. So a little background, I am Detroit Choice Model of the Year, and I've also won Miss Exquisite Full Figure USA
now, what's the
Michigan.
Detroit Choice? Tell me a little bit about that.
So Detroit Choice Model of the Year is basically an award show with all the fashion designers and models, and the community comes together and they have nominations, and from the top 3 nominations, the people vote.
So it's a People's Choice Fashion Show Awards. Yep. Awesome. That's awesome.
And I won last year.
Awesome.
For favorite model of the year for Detroit, and which was very exciting. I also won Miss Full Figure USA Michigan. Awesome. So I have been building my platform in the modeling industry in mid-Michigan. Okay. And I decided to bring it home. So we did some planning, and we got together, and we decided to bring the fashion show into the Southside Summerfest last year. And so I had 10 designers last year. Each designer had 3 models apiece, and we put on a fantastic show. So this year we decided to bring it back again, but this year we're incorporating the hair salons. Oh, wow. So our theme this year for the hair salons is the 90s theme. Okay. And we have the salons around Jackson. They're going to bring in models. They're going to have some special effects. I'm not going to spill all the beans, but it's going to be a great show. I'm excited.
Now, are you still taking participants in support for this event?
Absolutely.
Okay, and how can people support you?
They can find me on social media. Facebook is Greatness Brown. I'm Greatness on everything. Okay. Actually, _ Greatness on Instagram, The Real Greatness.
Okay. But how can people support you? What type of support are you looking for?
Well, actually, I'm looking if somebody. The whole thing, my whole platform is under donation. So the designers are donating the garments to the models. The models are donating their time. I have a professional photo shoot for the models as well. Nice. So right now I'm looking for decor. If anybody wants to help out with that, we can help with cleanup, setup.
Okay, so you're looking for volunteers.
Absolutely.
So you heard it, y'all. If you are interested in modeling and event planning, as well as being a hair model, maybe.
Yes.
Please reach out to Greatness. You can find her, Greatness Brown, on several platforms, and she's also taking donations. And probably for the Summer Festival series as well, you can reach out to Greatness or Hakim. How can they reach you, Hakim, to support the event, and how can they support you?
Yeah, we have a very easy email, southsidesummerfest@gmail.com. And that's the easiest way to really reach us at. They can also text or call us at 517-257-9789.
Okay.
Well, I got a question for Greatness.
Yeah.
Greatness, do you have any paid positions or perhaps internships for oil spreaders on the models? Like, is this available? I'm just
volunteer. Volunteers. Everything is donated right now, so we don't have we don't have any paid positions at the moment.
That's fair. I'll have to. My friend will have to look into their time schedule.
You're asking for a friend.
For a friend.
Okay.
For a friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, to make sure that you want even distribution of the oil on the models, that they might exhibit the clothes the best way possible. I'm trying to. My friend is trying to help.
This is about bad as the splash pad thing, and we ain't gonna go into that splash pad thing.
But she had a very clever response to that. That was funny. That was very. Long story short, the lady from Choose Lansing was talking to us about all the things that are available to kids, and she mentioned splash pads, and I was like, "Well, I've never been on a splash pad. Would it be okay for me to show up in a Speedo?" And she goes, "On a cloudy, rainy day, absolutely." So we laughed about that.
Splash pad.
I thought it was a very particular inquiry on my part, and I'm very proud of making sure that information is available.
Yeah.
That like splash pads for adults will be fine, so long as it's on a rainy, cloudy day when no one else is there. That's the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Okay, I'm at a loss for words. So I think that we are going to take a break. Y'all, I'm just at a loss for words. I can't. But not before reminding my listeners that this is Yanice Jackson, host of the Sunday Chronicle, heard on Stax 92.1 FM, the platform for community, because community knows what community needs. We'll be back after this.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
800-908-1833. 800-908-1833. 800-908-1833. That's 800-908-1833. Packages start at $29.99 a month with signed agreement. Restrictions apply. Speak to a representative for complete offer details. See Vivint.com for license details. Terms and conditions apply.
Homeowners, if you're looking for the best in home security and smart home technology at a price you can actually afford, we have great news. Now you can get Vivint's award-winning home security systems starting at about $1 a day. U.S. News and World Report has recognized Vivint as the best professionally installed home security system of 2022. And right now, you can get Vivint's home security technology for about $1 a day. Plus, get free professional installation from a licensed technician. Protect your home and loved ones for as low as $1 a day. Call right now for your free home security consultation.
800-698-7191. 800-698-7191. 800-698-7191. That's 800-698-7191.
Hi, I'm Yanice Jackson, publisher and editor of the Chronicle News, host of the Sunday Chronicle, and mom. Amongst my many titles, I've added writer to them. My new book chronicles everything I've learned along the way. So check out my book, Notes from the Trail, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. For more information, visit my website at www.yaniceyvette.com. And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. Before we went to break, we're talking to our guest, Hakim Crampton and Miss Greatness Brown. about the Southside Festival Series. This is an annual event or a series of events that take place to help build up the community within Jackson, Michigan. And before I hand over the mic to Span, I wanted to ask a little bit about an additional initiative that you just started, Mr. Hakim, with the Southside Business Chronicle in relation to this.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're very grateful to be in partnership with the Chronicle News. The Southside Business Chronicle really has been a long-term vision to help support our community, particularly our entrepreneurs and our business community, to be able to spread the word. Because even though Jackson is a small city, there's not a lot of opportunities for small-based businesses to make themselves known. We don't have a local television station, for example, local radio station, and we have a limitation on print media. So therefore, small entrepreneur, minority-based businesses really don't have an outlet to let the community know where they're located at, what type of businesses they have, how people can get in touch with their businesses to get the services they need from them. And so while each year we advertise the Southside Festival Series through a magazine booklet, I thought it'd be more cost efficient, more effective to actually put out a newspaper to promote the Southside Summerfest series. And then looking at the broader scope of things to connect to the broader vision of being able to support our local based community businesses, I said this needs to be something that's done monthly, not just, for the Summerfest. So we launched the Southside Business Chronicle last month. It's been well received throughout the community, throughout the business community. We're in almost pushing 50 locations now between Jackson and Albion. We've even brought some newspapers here to Lansing as well. Yes. Moneyball Sportswear has some copies there, and I got 200 copies with me today that I'm going to distribute today, and I add those locations to the distribution because really Jackson and Lansing are integrally connected.
Yes.
Albion, Ypsilanti, we're all integrally connected. We're all right on that I-94-127 corridor, and we circulate between each other's cities. So if a small business in Jackson could reach Lansing, could reach Ypsilanti, could reach Albion, then they're doing phenomenal, to be able to market themselves there. So that's the reason why we launched it, and we're excited for what's to come.
Yeah, so reach out to Hakim, any small businesses, if you're doing the pop-ups or, you're just looking or interested in going into business as in entrepreneurship, please reach out. Please support this endeavor. We are in partnership, the Southside Business Chronicle and the Chronicle Media Group. And so please support this endeavor because we have to stick together and uplift each other in these types of endeavors. And again, this is going to help support the Southside Festival Series, which is annually, and it's to help uplift the community of not only Jackson, but surrounding communities. So I just wanted to emphasize the importance of that. Okay. And so now I'm going to hand this over to my co-host, Span. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. I'm not responsible for it. So.
Well, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for everything everybody here at this table is doing because black money needs to stay in black hands so that we can further endeavors that benefit black bodies, minds, and hearts and souls more than anything else. It's hard to do because as society is currently constituted, there are great divisive measures put in place to prevent us from pooling our money to work together to support our own endeavors. So I'm just so glad that y'all are here and everybody's here on the same purpose for the same procedures. Thank you so much. I am curious though, Hakim, when you talk about people who are spray painting the streets, like how do you determine who gets to do that? Because I'm sure you don't just have a whole bunch of people just show up like, oh, I'm down to spray paint. I'm sure you have like some type of choosing procedure or some volunteers. Like how do you get the artists who will spread what they do on the streets of Jackson?
Yeah, so this particular project we did, I had already had an artist in mind, really, as we've come up with the vision to do like the rest of the country was doing, to make a statement in our community. And we have a well-known artist in our community named Yosef Ware, and he's a phenomenal artist. We grew up together. We share first cousins, so we're kind of, cousins. And he's a graffiti artist back in the 80s, like I was. So we were intimately familiar with, art. and he's a tattoo artist, he's a visual artist, graphic artist. He does it all. And so him and I came together and said, okay, let's make this happen. So we picked a couple other artists to do the mural, and then we invited the community out to help us spray paint. Well, we didn't just spray paint it. We spray painted and roller painted our actual road on High Street. And it's a very famous painting. It can be looked up. The Black Lives Matter Jackson, Michigan mural, street mural, and a whole little small documentary comes up on it. So we had about 15, 20 people that showed up to help us paint this. And we took kids as well, big volunteer group. We painted it twice so far, and it's kind of wore out now, so we're definitely in need of doing it again.
And Greatness, when you talked about the fashion show having a 90s bent, I remember all those amazing MC Light asymmetrical hairstyles from a particular TV show in Detroit called The New Dance Show that I used to enjoy the heck out of. I don't know how visible that show was outside of Detroit, but for me, it was kind of where you kind of learn what blackness was doing as far as dancing, as far as like fashion, and as far as, of course, hairstyles, and just everything else our culture had to exhibit in a club environs, on a show that was at 6 o'clock at night on Channel 62. But like when you are putting all this together and your artists are putting choosing the hairstyles, choosing the clothes and everything, kind of where do they come from where does their inspiration come from the 90s? Because I'm assuming most of these artists are like in their 30s and 40s maybe, and like the 90s was like, they was like babies when this happened. Like how do they remember, and how do you approach it?
Well, honestly, I actually picked some OGs, salons from Jackson. So 3 of my designers beauticians that are in the actual hair show have been doing hair for over 30 years, 25 years. So I kind of picked some OGs so that they could bring in when they were in their time, when they were doing their thing, when they was doing their thing, and they're excited. They're very excited. So I just let them use their own creativity, and I'm letting them run with it. Like I said, they're going to have some special effects to go along with it. I was just recently in a hair show, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I just basically inserted myself to be in the hair show just to get some experience, just to see what they were doing so that I can incorporate it into my own show. So when I came back home, like, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. And so a lot of them, the asymmetrical hairstyles are going to pop out. It's going to be some braids. It's going to be some big, huge ponytails. Just think BAPs. So,
are we going to have any male models with some Kwame action going?
I'm not sure what the salons are choosing as far as their models, but they do have 2 models apiece.
Okay.
So we're definitely ready and excited for that.
And I just want to kick in one suggestion. Nobody has to do it, but it's going to be summertime.
Yeah.
So you can't do it precisely, but I would love some Coogi sweater inspired swimwear.
Okay, swimwear.
Okay, all right.
You guys hear it. I'll make sure I'll mention that to my designers.
Thank you, Greatness. Okay, I'm done. I swear, Yanice. I just started talking. I was like, question.
All right. You were well behaved, so we'll, you can get back.
It ain't over yet.
Oh man. Okay, I spoke too soon, y'all. And y'all, our time is growing near. Unfortunately, I am so glad that you could come in today and share your mission, share your goals, share, what the Southside Festival Series means to you and how others can support you. I'm on board, and just let me know how I can continue to help with you all. And with that, Span, I want to say, I was going to thank you, but I don't know what I want to say to you.
Greatness going to thank me for that Coogi sweater inspired swimwear. I'm in there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, I can't. I mean, every time you speak, man, you just throw me off. Like, I know he does it on purpose because he's testing me and he's like mentoring me on radio and stuff. And it's like he does that. So
this was an especially difficult session, I will admit.
Yes.
But you're handling it just fine.
Because my mind is blank. What was I doing? I just keep thinking this is Splash Pad. And I'm like,
Going back to that.
I can't get it out my head. But anyway.
Our time is growing near.
Thank you. And with that, I'd like to thank my listeners. Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. Make it a great day.